When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Trojans will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the air on first down. He's got him in the flat. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Offense in the hurry up.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Brown wants to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20.
Let's go.
Wide receiver going in motion. Running to the left. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of...
Touchdown, Texas! The offense cashing it in on that drive. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Wormley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll leave it with him. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Let's catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Sends it back in motion. On the snap, it's Jordan. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the right side. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. He's got him along the sideline. Beautiful footwork for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Trojans! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's McCutcheon. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got him up for the first down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Using the quick game. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Brown will throw it. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
When you make big plays for your quarterback in the game, you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again often. downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Turning it on! Really nice pickup on that one as they get into the 36. It'll be first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Longhorns are marching down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to ride this running back. He's up to 57 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the move. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Brown wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 72 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the ground with the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Starts to scramble to the left. It's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. Just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Power football with the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Going right to work up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Motion from the back. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Longhorns buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Leaves it with the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So now it's second and long. Motion from the wideout. Keeps it on the draw. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Wormley. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Oh, better look out. Powers through the defender. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. He'll try the left side. Headed to the end zone.